of Clarity here to get today with my girl Empress Cakes. About to give y'all those 2 for 1 readings. Um, we're gonna bring the moderators on, bring folks into the building.
Now, this makes it easier to also self medicate. So I'm not mad at
All right.
I'll be ready next time, though, sis. I'll be ready next time.
No worries, no
I
worries.
got the perfect little table.
Mm.
Now that I'm looking at it now, I just need to kind of repurpose it to, put the stand over it. So just give me like a heads up when we go on tables only.
All right, yeah, tonight I was like, you know what? Not tonight. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime we come on. But yeah, I'm with my sister Empress Cakes. If you missed it, it would have been Thursday. So check my live readings and you can see us together. But yeah, we're gonna offer some live donation readings as soon as the moderator gets on. She will give you the instructions. Also, if you're interested in a reading, hey, Carmen, you can go ahead and indicate that with a heart and a $ and your zodiac sign. The heart is for me, the zodiac is for her, the $ to let us know that you donated. All right, so we appreciate y'all coming on. Let me turn on. I started to get chills, but I know that's spiritual chills because I'm warm tonight.
We on fire. That means we on fire.
So, whenever it's like people trickle in the building, I start to do a collective. So we can do a couple, like a spread, a piggyback spread of the collective if you like. When
Okay.
people come in. That way we not just sit here like, doo 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 doo, girl, what you did today?
I got you.
All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What they need to know. What's the week energy looking like, Spirit? What is the week's energy? I know I got a couple things I need to do. So what is that looking like, Spirit? For me and for the collective. All right, so things speed is picking up. Things we were working on, determined. What's going on with you, Carmen? Things we were determined to do, speed is picking up. Ain't no more time to wait. Oh yeah. We got the King of Cups, loving energy, mature energy, holding back emotions is going on. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, taking a leap of faith, doing something we ain't never done before. That is the truth. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Peace, peace. Doing all right. Can't complain. Ooh, you moving away from sailing away. Peaceful waters. That might be the challenge and a lesson for some people in this. Some things you just gotta let go of. You gotta move away from, no matter how bad you want it. You gotta release it, and I feel like that's the energy. Yeah, because the death card. Ooh, y'all can't see. The death card is in reverse. Somebody is having a hard time letting go, but Spirit say you got to. Ace of Wands, take action. It's time to chart your course. Um, the energy I'm getting is that somebody is supposed to let go, but they got some. I feel like there's some deep emotional ties, some bonds. Maybe not trauma bonds, but they could be. But some emotional bonds that somebody's having a hard time releasing. This is a long time coming, but the spirit saying in certain things, I was having a conversation with my child today, and sometimes there's things you gotta let go of and some things you fight for, but you gotta know the difference. You know what I mean? Like not everything you just because it's hard you walk away from it. No. But there's some things it's hard, but you gotta put your foot down until you get what you need. So you got to know the difference. And I feel like Somebody's having a hard time and resistance to change. With the death card in reverse, that's somebody unwilling to let go of the challenge and a lesson to move on to smoother water. Somebody might, I feel like somebody's dealing with a situation that is, it's been over. Because the hidden energy is a new beginning, but you can't have a new beginning without an ending. And now I feel like somebody's stuck between the two. The Ace of Wands is take charge of your life. Go forward. You know what I mean? The green light is here. It is time. You know what I'm saying? To move on, to let go, to release, to step into something new. But they need to do it. Landon, how are you? How are you? All right, I'm putting in the comments, sis. Ariana Yanka, yes. Hi. How are you tonight? All right, sis. What you got for the
All
collective?
right. Here we go for the collective. I'm going to do a combination of two decks. This one's a little bit newer. See what kind of play we got for the energy going into the week for the collective. And let's see what we're going to start off with. All right. What's that say? Stop pushing against what is aligned with it and move on. Oh,
Oh,
listen.
I just said that.
Stop pushing what is aligned with and move on. Mm-mm. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta push forward. Look, I hope Spirit don't be talking too much to me tonight because I don't need this. Okay, I don't need this right now. All right, but here we go. Let's dive into the message with some cards here. First, coming off with Lord, the Five of Pentacles. Let me tell you. As you go into the week, sometimes you do feel like you are without. You might be feeling broke. Your pockets might not be broke, okay? You might got a little change in the pocket. But sometimes when I think about the Five of Pentacles, it's about where we are emotionally. Okay. You see yourself looking at what everybody else got, but your tree kind of thin. You see, this is your side of the tree. Okay. And this is where you won't be over here. Okay. All right. With
Mm,
that said, when you're going into this week, let's keep that vibe of more so positive energy, right? Because you can't go against things that were never meant to be part of anyway, right? So we got to
mm,
let go of that energy in order for us to be able to move forward, okay? Now for some of you this really might be your money and your change, but for some of y'all I feel like this is definitely more so on a spiritual level with being able to let go so you can move forward and prosper into that positive energy. Then comes up the Goddess of Swords, also known as the Queen of Swords. Now she is my favorite queen, and let me tell you why. She about her shit. She is
mm,
all about the independence. She's all about being very clear about what it is that she has set forth to her, for herself. And even better yet, she's the one that got that very famous B word. You know what the famous B word is, sis?
mm,
Boundaries.
mm. That
Okay.
indeed.
That be the word. The word of the week is boundaries. As you're getting ready to let go and stop aligning with things that aren't meant for you and move the fuck on with what is waiting for you to get there. And now you're visualizing what that could be because we tired of being broke. We tired of our souls being empty and depleted. We need to go ahead with some new energy, some new communication, some new boundaries. Be real clear and tell these hoes the truth. Okay? Tell these hoes the truth.
Mm,
Okay? All right. I got another one for you. Another one for you. Oh, you know what? I hate haters. Five of Wands coming up next. A lot of five energy coming through, double fives on the board. Now, let me tell you what. The one thing I like about the Five of Wands, though, is that it's friendly disagreements. It's friendly not getting along. So it's just a little bit of competition, okay? But there is some conflict and trouble as you go into the week, as you're going into letting go what was not aligned for you and moving the fuck on, right? You gotta there's gonna be some conflicts, there's gonna be some strife. Get the fuck over it. Really should have brought my fucking Friday out there because I feel like there's a card for that. Okay. Just
mm,
get the fuck over it. Two more and then I'm gonna close it for the collective. Here we go. Since five is the number, five it shall be. Oh, yeah, it's not gonna be easy though with the tower card. Okay. anything that's worth having, you have to work for, and it's never going to be easy getting there. So as y'all go into this week as a collective, remember, as you're letting go of things that aren't aligned to you, that there are going to be some bumps and bruises in the road. But guess what? Best thing about a tower is once it falls, what does it do? It could be built again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As long as you have that goddess of swords energy on there, that tower has no problem about being built again. You just have to have those clear boundaries, those clear settings, set forth what you want, speak into existence, and let these hoes know you ain't playing. Okay. All right. Last one. Last one. Last one. Ooh. Son of Pentacles. This is like the knight in this particular deck, the Knight of Pentacles. Now, let me tell you what, okay? What I love about the Knight of Pentacles is he knows what he needs to do, but he
Mm-hmm.
knows he has to have a plan. Okay, we can't
Yep.
be going forth out here making changes and shit and not
Nope.
knowing what the fuck we doing. All this drastic shit is happening in our life with these 2 5s up here, people getting on our last nerve. But look, if you knows who's in the middle of it all,
Mm.
the goddess of swords, that one who's setting that clear boundary, that one who's setting forth the expectations of what she will or won't accept, he or she, should I say, for
Mm-hmm.
that matter. Okay,
High
so
standard.
So yes, with that knight showing up, the Son of Pentacles showing up, he's just saying, "Hey, yo, this is what we finna do, yo. We just gonna create this plan, okay? And we gotta make a plan for the future, right? And then we gotta stick to the plan. But look, it ain't gotta be no rush though. It ain't
Mm-hmm.
gotta be no rush though. We can take our time
Right.
because what they say, steady Eddie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steady Eddie. Even with all the conflict, even without the feeling of the loss, even with the traumatic moments in there, even with you having to fight and argue with bitches and hoes, it don't matter. As long as you stay clear and setting your boundaries and take it one step at a time, collective, you got this. That's what I
Well,
got.
I'm gonna add to it because when you first started to pull, I also got the 5 of coins, but the 5 of coins is in reverse. I got the set first. I got the 7 of wands, clarifying the knight of coins, but my knight of coins is in reverse. The 7 of wands is in reverse. So somebody's learning what to give up and what to let go of and what to pursue. The 7 of wands is about perseverance, but in reverse, it's releasing something that they may have been holding on to. The 5 of coins is in reverse, and it's given um restoration, money coming back in, or the blockage of if somebody's pockets is being, what I'm saying, like the dam is released, and now the blessings can flow. I got the counterpart, the King of Swords. He's in his mind, he's thinking about his new beginning with that, clarifying that Fool card. I feel like he's sure about what he wants and the direction he's going to go and the steps he's going to take and how he's going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's positive, he's thoughtful, he's introspective, but he has made decisions. He makes those head over heart decisions, whereas the King of Cups is more in his heart, right? So the two of them are trying to, it's like if this is one person, somebody is trying to balance their head from their heart. They know
Hmm.
what their heart wants, but they know what they should do. Sometimes your heart will keep you in bad spaces because you got empathy and compassion for others, but you don't have it for yourself. And the head comes in to say, hey, 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 you playing yourself.
Hmm.
It's time to let that shit go, because everything after that is indicating an ending, or a transition that somebody is resistant to, and that's that head over heart decision. The 8 of wands is here, communication. Spirit is saying somebody needs to go. 8 of wands with the 6 of swords, yeah, 6 of swords. It is time to go, regardless. That's the challenge and the lesson is. But I think somebody's problem is they don't want to change, and then where do I go now? What do I
Right.
no this when you see the king of swords and the queen of swords, that indicates a divorced couple. You know what I mean? Like, they used to be together, but they ain't together no more. It didn't work out. They're too much in their head. They're typically not working well together, and we know that, right?
Hmm.
So it could be somebody experiencing a breakup, a divorce, an ending, because the likely outcome card is the 10 of coins in reverse. So it to me it's saying like somebody's family situation, their legacy or whatever is not what they thought it was. It's over. Especially with the it's it's given like some people who get divorced or break up, but then they can't leave each other because of finances
Mm-hmm.
or some other circumstance that prevents them from actually breaking up the home, but they're not together. You know what I mean? They don't want each other, they don't deal with each other, they're just in the same space together, and it's hard to figure out how are they going to split because financially it's just not advantageous for either one of them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It also could be somebody stuck on or giving themselves a reason. I mean, where there's a will, there's always a way. So it could be somebody talking their way out of taking the transition they need to take. But the tower you got indicates to me that regardless of what you are stalling to do, it will end. When I see death, whether it's upright or reverse, whether you're resistant or not, the end is the end. And you gotta let it go. And then the overall energy I got was the 9 of Swords in reverse. Somebody taking action takes all that fear away that they've been holding on to. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, how am I gonna do this? What is my next step? I've never done this before. All of that stress that somebody's been holding on to, they get to alleviate that once they actually take a move. But if you don't take a move, you stay in that dark space. You stay deeper in a dark night of the soul.
Hey, look, funny enough, I was just picking up another tarot deck, right? And
Mhm.
you know how sometimes when you have your deck open, like there's a card that's flipped over?
Mhm.
And just as you were saying, you got to take that move,
Mhm.
that's the card that was upright.
That chariot. Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh shit! I ain't touched that deck in a minute.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad because now I'm like, where's my light seers deck? So when we get off,
Mhm.
I'm going to be sunning for that. Then we using that on Thursday. I'm going to find it before Thursday.
Okay.
Okay. So we can definitely bring it back. But I'm a big fan of the old school 420 tarot compared to the new one. So I think I might
Is
do a
that new or
combination of
old
the
that you
two.
got right there?
This is the old version. I
Okay, that's
have
the
both.
only
I
one.
have the old and the new version.
Okay, I only have the old.
Yeah.
I
The
didn't know
other
you had a
one,
new one.
yeah, no, the other one, she has touches of blue in there. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm.
Talk about that offline. But the original is where my love is at. You see,
I
it's
want to. I
Zinfandel.
would now want to see the other one.
Um, let's see if I have. Well, let me see. We don't got nobody up for a reading, right? I think.
No, I was getting ready to say if you're looking for a reading tonight, you have two talented readers ready to give you a shot. Please follow the pinned comments below and then we will give it a go.
All right, all right, sis. I think I got it. Oh Lord. I guess this would be an AKA mini deck review pause, right?
Yeah.
So the
Okay. We'll
new
see how
tarot has the blue compared to the
not.
original
Mhm.
420. I'm not a big fan of the cardstock on this one.
Okay, she changed something.
Yeah, but the Papa Blue
I like that blue.
is pretty. I
Mm-hmm.
just wish it felt like the first deck.
Mm.
It doesn't feel the same. So as you can see, this one has not got,
He ain't got that work in it.
yeah, not like we take me do that, take me do that. And took this 420 original down through there. Okay,
But it also is not as old too.
that part too. Yeah, I've had this one for a while. For Moonlight had put me on to this one, and then put me on with Juliana. Juliana, I always be saying the girl name wrong. But yeah, this is definitely a tried and true. I'll probably bring this one out again when we do the light seers because this one be in that ass. In
Mm-hmm.
that ass, in that ass.
What's your hand tat? I didn't see what you got.
Oh, Aquarius.
Oh. What is
Yeah,
that on top? Oh, a heart. Okay. When'd you
yeah,
get
it's
that?
I got it from her 40th birthday
When was that?
last year.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't know.
I was just like, we had to think about it.
Did you see
Yeah, because I
mine?
turned 41 this year. Uh-uh.
Let me see.
Oh, look at you.
Yes. Let's just stay off my thing, off my computer. But yeah, mine is a Sankofa bird. I'm
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to
just
get. I had color on it, but it did absorbed in my dark skin, so I'm going to see my dude soon to add color. I bought color for darker skin, so he can
yeah.
hook me up.
That heart's supposed to be like a purplish color, but
Oh,
it
I got
don't really
somebody
give
for you
purple.
down where you at. Well, not exactly where you at, but in your state. I'll put you on to it off camera.
Okay, cool. Cause
Mm.
I'll need someone to do. I want to get my Ursula tattoo.
Oh yeah, I definitely got somebody for you. And he down in Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot you a picture. Maybe you could send it to him, and he could tell me what the price would be. I
Yes.
want it on my thigh, and I want it to be like it's probably gonna be like a good $500.
How much?
Yeah, for as much space as I want to have covered on my thigh for my Ursula,
It's gonna be how much you think?
I'm betting 500 or better
Yeah.
with all the detail. I'm gonna shoot when I send you the picture. You'll be like, oh yeah, I see now.
Well, if there's no one taking, please. Oh, you covered. You pull your cards up already. I'm about to say expand.
Oh, they're still right here.
Okay. So I just feel like somebody's resisting an inevitable end. But that's like, we don't want things to change. I get it. Nobody likes change, but shit is about to happen. You know what we need to pull on? What's about to
What?
happen with all these food stamp situation?
Oh Lord, you want to depress me before
No,
bed?
no, no. It might
What's
not be
up?
that bad. It might not. I do know though, they are starting the purge. This guy did a TikTok yesterday, and he said that he worked at a Walmart that all the employees had to be evacuated out of there because the customers came in there and just started stealing. Talking about we ain't got no SNAP benefits. We gonna take all this shit, and
Well,
they are just
darn.
right. So they came in there wilding.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. Talking about get that nigga what he wanted. Huh. I don't think they should do that, but you can only anticipate something like that when people get desperate. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because they'll do anything at that point, especially if they're trying to take care of their kids and family. That's the.
Yeah. And they used to a certain way. I'm
Mhm.
accustomed to this amount. This helps my family. Some of them don't even budget. They just get it and sell it and all other shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's fucking with a lot of different people's livelihoods at this point.
Well, we can give it a pull if you want to.
Hmm.
I'm probably gonna go to my 420 deck for that one.
All right, let me reset this one since we gonna pull on that.
Now, what do we want to ask specifically again? What they gonna do for us?
What's about to happen with that SNAP benefit situation? The fact,
SNAP benefit situation. All right, got it.
Carmen, why you say wow? When y'all say wow, this thing be so delayed. I don't catch it. You know what I'm saying? All right, spirit. Let me shuffle again. It's about to go down with the snap benefit spirit. It's quiet tonight for a Sunday, to be honest with you. It's a little too quiet on my live, rather.
And I understand that.
It get like that every now and then. I be asked, like, what the hell? Just because I didn't come on yesterday, y'all gonna act like you can't push my shit out?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they be like that. Fucking YouTube, man. I don't know what the algorithm be doing, but they said, oh, in the videos about how to do your lives and your channel, oh, take a break, don't work too hard. But the algorithm said, use a lie, you better work like a daggone slave. So we not showing
Oh my
nobody don't do
goodness.
that. Yeah,
Shit, if
the
you want any
algorithm.
kind of movement over here, I feel you.
People stealing. Yeah, he was like, we got escorted out the back from all them people stealing. And I don't know where he was because he never said the town that he's in or the state. So he just was like, it was just pad the border. He's like, damn, ain't y'all gonna get y'all benefits in November? Like, why are you stealing now? He was just
Right.
shocked. I feel it's about to go down with this SNAP benefit situation.
5 is the number tonight.
Oh,
And we hitting on reversals.
Ace of Swords, what we thought was gonna happen. I feel like it's that military action. Tell me more, Spirit.
You got the Ace of Swords, I got the Ace of Wands.
Mm. Action. People gonna take action. People
Mm-hmm.
gonna start thinking of ways and what the fuck they gonna do. Tell me more. Ooh, death. Oh, it's gonna be some major happenings. Tell me more. And it's in the upright too. Tell me more. Indicating that rebirth energy. Tell me more. Mm. I just feel like Six of Cups in reverse in the hidden energy is like it's giving tantrums. People about to have full on tantrums. Oh, I just pictured a toddler on the floor just wilding out. Since you're there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening, girl. I'm listening.
No, I just had to say that because every now and then my audio has been a pain in my ass. And then we got Eight of Pentacles along with the Ten of Wands. They clarifying each other. Eight of Pentacles is in reverse, Ten of Wands upright. Major burdens. Folks gonna be pretending that they working on it. They're not. They lying. Tell me more, Spirit. They're gonna be stalling. And then there's a choice. The Lover's card. Somebody gotta make a choice. What is that? And the Seven of Swords. Oh, the truth. Okay. So this ain't gonna hide the Epstein file.
Girl.
This ain't gonna hide the Epstein files. They're gonna be like, yup, you fucking up the economy. Yup, everybody hungry. Where them Epstein files at? We need to get you up out of there. But no, somebody gonna be caught red-handed, and I just feel like it's the orange person, especially with the orange. It is just lovers card. I just, as what Spirit
Oh,
had
God.
said, is somebody orange getting light to, because the Seven of Swords, in reverse is that turn your life around or get busted for the shit that you was trying to sneak around and do. All your strategy being revealed. You know what I'm saying? And there's one of the things that's indicated I saw recently, two different clips of we're gonna call her MTG, right? Down there. She was called the big back something 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 Shrek looking whatever she said by Miss Crockett.
Oh.
And she is now ringing alarm bells, but prefacing that by saying, I don't want to harm myself and I love my family and I love God. Hmm?
Oh.
Right. So when you got people who is far to one side, now trying to bridge the middle, saying, I do know there's conspiracy. It's me that's an indication that more things will come out, and there's going to be a choice. I mean, I feel like there's going to be a shift, because this right here, taking things from people, is going to create a tremendous burden. We know that things are imploding. We do know that. And that there's an ending coming. Death is here for sure with the death card. It doesn't always mean physical death, of course, but there's endings to systems and ways of doing things. The truth is prior to the death, because it's in the hidden energy. Oh, well, I'm sorry, it's in the previous energy. It's the first card down, and it's like the strongest energy. The truth will prevail. Like victory will be had, but not until certain choices are made. I do feel like, and this is just me now, not just spirit, but um, if this indicates choice, and I'll have to clarify, it could indicate a choice of the democratic states pulling back the funds that would normally be fed up to the federal government, because those funds from the blue states typically fund the red states. But what they're doing in their big beautiful plan, I will say that, is going to cripple just about everybody. I don't think anyone's exempt from the crippling. And so there's going to be some hard decisions, choice card, which is the lovers, by those in a slightly lower level to turn around their particular states or areas or whatever the case may be. We got elections coming up. This is down to a choice, because people have to go in there and make a choice. So I'll put clarifiers as you read.
Okay. Well, we all see what I got here. I got Five of Wands in reverse. I've got the Two of Swords. I've got the Ace of Wands. I have the Strength in reverse, and I have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So, honestly, when I saw this Five of Wands, I was like, that really should probably be in the upright position, right?
Right. Hmm.
But what another word that came to mind, there's two things that came to mind. Diversity. That's a scary like cuss word in this world today, right?
Right.
Um, Lack thereof. All right, and then the agreeing to disagree. So I'm gonna try
Mm.
to. I try to stick with. I'm trying to stick with the cards without my own personal,
Uh-huh.
whatever. But black people ain't the only one on Snap.
Nope.
There's a couple people. A couple people on the red side. Actually, not even a couple. It's quite a few. Hell, there's maybe even more of them. Okay,
It
so when I
is.
see the when I see the Five of Wands, I think what I'm seeing there is that we just gonna have to agree to disagree on who needs it, according to the Orange Man.
Right.
Okay,
Hmm.
because the majority of the people that voted for the Orange Man are about to lose a lot of things that they weren't expecting to.
Hmm.
Which then takes us into the Two of Swords. Okay, now
Hmm.
Two of Swords is always one of my favorites because the Swords suit is of course associated with the air sign. As an air sign, I just vibe, right? But
Right.
it's a card that I've seen a lot in my own readings, mainly because we have to go internally, right, to
Hmm.
be able to have to make some type of difficult decision. This decision is so difficult that you can't even use your eyes to make it. You got to go down internal. Okay.
Hmm.
Um Unfortunately, the decision has already been made, right?
Hmm.
Okay. It's more so, I feel like this is more so the people.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
again, uh, I didn't purposely set it up this way. Sometimes when I read it, sometimes it just depends on how I lay the cards out or what I visually see after I lay them down. Note
Hmm.
that the Two of Swords is in the middle.
Hmm.
In the
Hmm.
middle of the conflict, in the middle of being able to agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? But still having to make some type of conscious mind decision, a very deep, heavy weighted decision. Um, the Ace of Wands kind of gives me the fact that there might be still some hope
Hmm.
to maybe how they review and handle SNAP benefits in the future. Maybe there's a new way that it won't be the orange man, but maybe there's a new way somebody will figure out something where it works out so it's appeasing both sides, right? Even though it's only one side that's really against it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll call them the 1%. Okay. So then we come down to the strength card in reverse. Now that made me sad because there is a lot of people who are going to essentially be in this type energy, and there's not
Mm-hmm.
really too much more they could really do because it's kind of out of their own hands, right? But because of this action that was made for this snap, they're going to start seeing weaknesses and insecurities in themselves. Their self-doubt is going to start to creep up, which can create a whole nother vibe and energy that's not very beneficial to what we have going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, we have the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands, he is just, okay. I always say, all the knights, all the kings, all the queens, I love them all, right? They all have their
Mm-hmm.
own little special place. But what's interesting about the Knight of Wands in reverse is he ain't got no more energy. He ain't, I feel like the world is this two of swords, and we out of energy right now. Because what can we do at this point? You know what I'm saying? It's not really too
We
much
tired.
more. We
We
tired.
tired.
Okay, we
Yes.
depleted. Okay. All right. We frustrated. Okay.
Right. Right.
Okay. Our high low button has definitely been exhausted. Okay.
Exactly. They done pressed it too many times. The button done lost its spring.
And look, and just the moment when we give you that little bit of happiness and that burst of energy, we take it away real fast, just as quick.
Yeah. We lose it.
From 0 to 100, from 100 to 0. You know what I'm saying? Right, Black Cherry, black folks, the certain, okay? All right. So at this point, is there an opportunity for things to get better? Yeah, there always is an opportunity, but is it going to happen in this space? Probably not.
Mm-mm.
Something
All
good will
right. All
come
right.
out of it,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe not what we think. But either way, it's going to affect. It's the people who have to make the decision. How many more years we got? 3,
No, we don't. No, we don't. Mm-mm. No,
2.
we don't. No, we
I
don't.
stopped counting. Look, I stopped counting. Just let me know when I need to show up for the next presidential election.
When you said something about that Knight of Wands, it made me think about my last labor. So when I was having my child, um, I kept like I would get a contraction and the urge to push, but she wasn't coming out. She would crown. They would see her like she's almost there, she's almost there. And I would just lose the energy, the sensation, the contraction, and I'd be like, I'm tired, because I had been at it from like 9:30 that morning. It was she wasn't born until after midnight, right? So I was tired, okay, and I needed them to play some music. I'm well, not them. Mark played me some music, some gospel, some Miguel, that was helping. That lowered both of our heart rates because our heart rates was up. And then the nurse came and poured water, warm water. Like I should have done a water birth, and she probably would have been out like the day before. And I realized, um, we are in that crowning situation. I feel like with how the country is going to either come together or bust out, so to speak. Countries all over the world are protesting, but they are more aggressive than we are.
Mm,
We have aggressive protests, yes, but they're usually led, misunderstood. I feel like there's a different way we need to do it where it's kind of smoother for us. And it's probably that water, meaning how we silently boycott and tear down these corporations. You know what I'm saying? Without
mhm,
tearing us up. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Um, so the Ace of Swords is up as past energy because he was looking for war. But see, we stood down because the Knight of Wands is in reverse. We stood down. We not aggressively fighting in the way they want us to come out so he can use his own the own army against us. We're not doing that. The death card, I feel like a lot of us are collectively coming together to accept that this is a lot of shit is just going to be over. And ain't nothing we can do about it until we rebuild. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um the 6 of Cups is in reverse, and then we got the 2 of Cups. So it's giving 8 cups. And it's kind of like it could go either way. We could either come together or we could stay stuck in our ways. We have a choice, you know? The 8 of Coins, and it's met with in the challenge and the lesson, the 9 of Swords. This is a very stressful time for everyone. That's not causing the stress, put it that way.
Right.
um we are, it's a nightmare to be in this position that we're in and to not know what's the next step. And we absolutely emphatically know we cannot go 3 fucking years, 3 more years with this. No.
Mm-mm.
We everybody's pretty much surprised we made it this fucking far. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? um but then I got the Judgment in reverse, clarifying the Lover's card, which I felt is pretty interesting because Judgment in reverse for me is irreconcilable differences. So whatever the choice is, we ain't ever going back to this shit no more. It's not going to be the same. Shit is going to change in a major way. But I feel like it will all be led by a feminine energy because we got the Queen of Cups clarifying the 7 of Swords. I feel like she will be the one to reveal the truth to the nation, and she may be taking us into a new era. Now, we know that the VP is not feminine, so that's going to be interesting. Like, how does that work? Because
He
it's
feminine
giving,
looking to me. I'm sorry.
huh?
I said he feminine looking to me, real bitch made. If
Well,
he
he's a
looking
bitch.
to me.
He's a bitch boy, but he's in the what they call that dark feminine energy, or that what they call that damn distorted feminine energy, right?
Right.
So we don't count him. Whoever this feminine energy is, she's a Queen of Cups, and she's coming with the empathy. That's the only thing that's going to repair and cool and soothe people. You know what I'm saying? That mother energy is the only thing that's going to soothe people because we can't deal with no more aggressive male energy. They've been doing too much, not listening to each other, not listening to the public, doing what the fuck they want, how they want, trying to kiss the ring type of nonsense. And we can't do that. We can't. The only way to soothe this country is a feminine touch. Somebody who is a nurturer or feels like it, that people could gather around. What that look like, who that could be, I don't know. I don't think it's anybody in his cabinet thus far.
Michelle Obama.
None of them. Yeah, none of them Barbies. Mm-mm.
Let me stop. But no, I feel that. Mm.
You know, I don't know. I just feel like there's an irreconcilable difference. Like we never gonna be the same, but um, this does give me a little hope that things won't be as horrible. I don't even know how to compare it because we ain't never been in this position either. But with the doom and gloom, it's not given like all is lost. You know what I'm saying? It's not given that at all to me.
And if anything, like I see like the forewarning too, especially like when I look at the strength card, like because of how this really is going to impact people. That strength in reverse was, I think, the saddest part, but also the part that was like, okay, let this be your reminder. Let's not go into that place. That
Mm.
strength card in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Because especially with that because that came after the ace of
Mm-hmm.
Wands. Or, you know what I'm saying? The Ace of Wands was upright, still talking about growth, still talking about new opportunities. It may not look like how we saw before. You know what I'm saying? Because I still think this card should be upright, but I'm just going with what Spirit says. You know what I'm saying? Diversity, okay, and agreeing to disagree. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we just gonna have to agree to disagree. Okay. But with these SNAP benefits, I feel like the impact that it's going to have overall will equal to some type of new growth or change on how they decide to handle moving forward. We just tired right now.
We are.
We just tired right now, and Lord knows, okay, we tired, okay. But let it be our note. Let it be our note to be like, okay, let me not get to that space. You know what I'm saying? How can I move
Well,
forward and
that
still
strength
be
in reverse, and along with my nine of swords in reverse, indicates a giving up of something. You know, like it's. I don't know if they, I just think we're gonna fight, but not in the way they think we're gonna fight.
right?
You know,
You'll
they
fight the power. Finally, bring that song back, okay? Because that's
listen.
what it needs to be. That unity that you were talking about before. You know what I'm saying?
They
Uh,
proved that they could single handedly take down a company over Jimmy Kimmel.
right. No, my man. I
Four
saw that he's
billion.
back on TV. Mm-hmm. Like
And
if
I
they can
like
go
him.
for your freedom of speech, what else are they gonna go try to take?
Exactly. But the thing is, they already took that because they monitor us so much. There's so much we can't say. Um, but my thing is, the reality was he didn't really say anything bad. They just didn't like the light it painted their homeboy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and there's been an attack on those talk hosts, talk show hosts, because they are brazen enough to tell the truth.
Right.
I still feel like his truth wasn't crazy. So what was the point of that? I don't know. I'm confused. But
Girl, we all know what that was to show somebody who thought they had a big penis, who really didn't have the big penis. That was like, I got big penis energy. Look what I did, ha ha ha. Only
right,
for that shit to turn around and backfire, not in the way that you thought it was going to. Because
right.
even people from your side, people from your side, sir, was like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like, are you really doing this? Mm.
not hell in a handbasket, but it's we in a basket somewhere.
We no, we in the basket. You know, every now and then I'll pick up a cat, one of my cats. They like to be in a bag and they like to be spun around, oddly. I feel like we're being spun around, but we got a bunch of other people in that bag with us, and that ain't comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't fun. It ain't the ride we thought it was going to be. This shit is like, yo, let me out. Let me off. I'm getting nauseous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I'm done. Okay. I'm tired, boss. I'm
I'm tired.
tired. Okay.
No,
I
I ain't
have
going
no more
nowhere.
energy.
But yeah, so I just feel like it's this marks the ending of some major thing. And I don't think it's just the ending of SNAP benefits, because I do feel like the country's gonna have to come together and to figure out finances. Cause the way they stealing right now with them tariffs and everything else that they are, every time they close down a department, where that money going?
Right.
How come we ain't got money for FEMA, but all these departments are closed? Where's the money going? You pocketing all the budgets. Where is the money going? We supposed to be $37 trillion in debt. And you closing all these, you paying off debts or something? Like, what happened? You paying off creditors we ain't know about? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did we didn't see the bill, so how do we know what you're doing with the money?
Right.
Child, honey, child. So there's a choice. And did you see what happened with Nepal?
Who?
Nepal.
What did it happen recently? Because I haven't been.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
I haven't
I
watched the
want
news
us,
in the last couple days.
within the last calendar, not calendar, but 30 days.
Oh, okay.
Nepal, believe, I don't know if they're president or prime minister, whoever it was, they had banned certain aspects of the internet or something like that, like shut it down. Them millennial slash Gen X's, no, Gen Zers went ape shit and burnt down Parliament.
Oh, damn.
They burnt down another billion
How
dollars.
dare you take our internet? Oh, Lord.
right, and it wasn't just over that, but that was a big thing because that was their way of trying to lock people off from the world. And it was like
Mhm.
the devil is a lie, and we're gonna show you why, and burnt that shit down to the ground. But you know what they great the crazy part is, not only did they burn it down, but they came back afterward to clean up. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
You see,
guess so. That's not what I would do after burning something up, but
no,
yeah.
but that's their way. They came and they start cleaning up the streets where they were protesting. They burnt down a billionaire's house. I think it was the only billionaire in their country. Either burnt it down or set something on fire. I don't know if the whole thing burnt down. They took a certain level of aggressive action. They was like, oh no. And so that prime minister, president, whoever it is, stepped down, went into hiding. Now they have a new one. Don't know if it's male or female, but they are, last I knew, out of that crisis. Now we got Venezuela on our ass because um him antagonizing Venezuela. Why? You know, he maybe didn't like that the sky was blue one day. I don't know. But yeah, Venezuela wants to wage war on us. We gotta make it make sense. I agree. Target, yes. Target, Disney, and other boycotts move the needle to some degree. And that new boy, hell yeah, that new boy. But say that's the thing, we gotta not forget. Somebody has posted something that says just because you put a brown hand or face on some of your products, we ain't forget shit. Target, we ain't forget nothing. And I personally don't go there, or if I shop there, it's on a rare, like a break a case of emergency. Same thing with Walmart. I don't need it. I'm not looking for it there. If it's that basic, I'll go to a Dollar Tree or whatever's nearby me to get the little knickknacks I can afford. But I'm out of there. If I don't have to be in there, I'm not there. And we need to starve them on Black Friday because them deals ain't deals. They've been lying the last couple years, huh? Mm-hmm. Me too. Right, right. So I feel like we need to do a Disney. We need to pick companies, shit, randomly per week and just shut them down, sit them down, and show them if we decide to dox your ass and or just boycott you. What you gonna do? Hmm? You gonna keep raising rates? Okay. You're gonna find your competition and give them the money. So yeah, sorry to turn it political, but it's on the forefront. It's just happening now. So thank y'all for coming to the live. I mean, y'all didn't want no readings tonight. It's fine. It's fine. There's always Thursday, I mean, I'll, yeah, we want to see how this goes further. But yeah, I'm gonna shut it down tonight. I think I'm tired. Plus, I gotta get up. I gotta go see my dude tomorrow. Get something tatted. Um,
Suck too.
well, I'm only going for a test. I ain't gonna be there long. He's just gonna test the color on me. I told him, I said, I want to see if it look right, if it work. We gonna test it. Then he can have the rest. But I am gonna find my dude now. I have to tell you, this guy. I don't know about the customer service there, but his videos speak volumes. And so I'm going to send you the other guy's information so you can see.
Well, I appreciate it for certain, sis, and everyone else, to those who watch after the fact. Hopefully, all the stuff resonated. You had some good jam to listen to. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I guess until Thursday.
Yeah. Hope you like, share, subscribe. I'll be on Will I be on tomorrow? I'm gonna try. I got a hectic day tomorrow. Meetings, class. So if I got the energy, I'll be here tomorrow for the collective. But I appreciate my sister coming on tonight. Thank you, Black Cherry, for kicking them out the building, doing your job, blocker. And Carmen, thank you for chatting in the chat with us, hanging out. Appreciate you. All right, so some bid y'all adieu. Peace and love, and good night.